This is Tyler. He's a writer, which of course means he writes stories. Some of his stories are crazy, believe me, but none of them come close to this one. He told me that he came home from work like he did every day and sat down at his typewriter. He continued working on a story that he'd been writing for the last couple weeks. He told me the story was about a guy who, every time he woke up, he was someone else. He had a new shot at life every day. A do-over. He said he wished his life was like that. He'd been home from work for about an hour and he'd gotten about a paragraph written. He told me he just wasn't feeling it that day, and that he was tired. So he continued working for a few minutes before he decided that he would read over what he had written. So he took the paper out of the typewriter and he looked it over. He said he was blown away. It was coming together perfectly. So he put the paper back in the typewriter and, well, he continued working. He said he could barely keep his eyes open and he was so tired. He finished the sentence that he was on and, well, he decided that he would take his glasses off and go to sleep right there on the typewriter. The next morning when he woke up, he looked around his room. It didn't quite look right to him, so he went in the bathroom and looked in the mirror. I don't remember if he said he was excited or startled. He decided that the only thing that he could do was to go rack up this guy's credit card bills. So, that's exactly what he did. He spent the next hour buying anything with a price tag on it. After he had gotten everything that he wanted, he went outside to show off his new threads. I don't recall too well what he said he was feeling, but I know that when he walked away from the store, well, he woke up. He felt a sudden rush of adrenaline come over him, and he knew exactly what was going on. He was about to jump over the pool. He knew what he had to do. He just had to send it and hope for the best. There was nothing else left for him to try. And right before he hit the ramp, he woke up, feeling different yet again. But why did he find himself on a city bench surrounded by tall buildings? He got up and, well, he walked over to a window and found that he wasn't himself. This time, he felt he needed to make a change. He realized all these times he woke up as figments of his stories but never followed them. This time he would. He remembered this story, and after a year, he went from rags to riches. Completed his story. I woke up fearful, but was quickly comforted by the memorable look of my typewriter, and I knew I was home. I think the rest of this story, though, is better left for another day.
That sounded terrible.